AFCON 2023 and Angola have just held Algeria. Tournament favorites Algeria have been held by an impressive Angolan outfit. If you've ever heard the phrase, a tale of two halves, this is the prototypical example of a tale of two halves. Algeria were just amazing in the first half, irrepressible. They were just causing havoc every part of the pitch. And the one thing they did, or the thing they did well about the attack, is that they varied it. They were playing to the left, they were playing to the right. They were creating chances, like getting corners and creating set pieces. They were going over with the long ball. And the varying of the attack was really, really stressing Angola. And something that Angola kept on doing is that when they tried... So Algeria played with what the defense gave them, right? So if the defense was pressing high, they would try and go long. If the defense is staying back, they'll try and play to that. If they're trying to pressure at the front, they'll play to the press. Like... that left side of Angola, the connection of Belaili, Ait Nouri, and whoever the third person would be. The third person would be Benacer. It would be Buneja. I think that's his name. I keep forgetting his name. Yeah. It was either Buneja, it was Benacer, it was Bentaleb, like just connecting. But it was always Ait Nouri and Belaili and someone else, right? So they were just playing. They were playing so well on the left side. So Angola tried this thing where they really wanted to pressure them. Once they get the ball on the left, they're trying to squeeze them there. And again, as I said, they're varying the attack. When they squeeze them there, Algeria will find ways to play through it. The first 10 minutes was a surprise. The game was still 0-0. And after 18 minutes, the pressure just tooled, right? So Angola actually had a chance. They went and they had, I think, a shot on target or something. And then the keeper caught the ball. Quick outlet, ball goes to Belaili. Within 2 passes, he's already put Buneja in, and Buneja just does well. Lets the ball bounce, looks at the keeper is off his line, and it's sort of like a chip nini, but it was like on the side of the keeper. Really good finish. And that was the second time he has scored the opener for Algeria. He scored the opener for Algeria in their last AFCON against my Kenyan boys. And he's just proving to be a striker that is actually reliable for this team. He also scored the winner when Algeria won AFCON in 2019 against Senegal. He scored the winning goal. So he's someone who his confidence has just gone leaps and bounds. Like he's gotten to a point where he started his career by scoring, I think he didn't score in his first 10 games or 12 games. Or something like that, something crazy like that. Then he ended up scoring like 10 in 12, right? Including 6 in a row that led to AFCON, that AFCON tournament 2019. So he was impressive. And you could tell his confidence was up there when you saw the disallowed goal. Like the ball came in, this boy just chested the ball. And the way he took that volley, like, Garnacho, take a seat. Okay, Garnacho was really impressive too. But this boy was something else, and it was just called offside, and that might be the best goal you'll ever see that has been disallowed. So yeah, Buneja was just irrepressible up front. Mario was a bit quiet, but just the presence of him being there was a threat because Angola had to double him. He caused a lot of mismatches on the wing. Like I really loved how Angola played in terms of varying the attack. But then the Angolan coach, Pedro Goncalves, did something in the 40th minute. He made a sub, and I feel like this sub changed the entire course of the game. So Angola were playing with a 3-4-3, so 3-5-2 formation, and with 40 minutes gone in the match, Pedro Goncalves removed Bruno Paz. Paz is if you're Spanish. Removed Bruno Paz and brought on Mabululu. Mabululu now went up front, and he realized the same thing Algeria were doing in terms of whenever Angola had a high line, kicking the ball over and trying to get behind the defense, also worked for Angola, right? And when he brought him on, now they had 3 people going up in the attack. So now you had Luvumbo, Dala, and Mabululu. And Luvumbo now had a bit more freedom of roaming up front. So that was the one tweak and change he made. And I think going into the second half, it completely nullified Algeria because Algeria now had to think about what Angola were doing coming forward. Tactical genius. And Mabululu ended up winning the penalty and ended up slotting it in. Actually, didn't slot it. It came off the post and it just papa. And then it landed there for him. Started it in 1-1, and I think that one substitution, and this is why coaching matters. One substitution changed the course of the game. I want to give a big shout out to Pedro Goncalves for that one. So, again, Angola massive point. This is one that they will cherish. They're in a group alongside Mauritania and Burkina Faso. I believe they can easily make it out of this group. So it's up to they could probably finish in the third slot, I think, because I think Burkina Faso, for me, I predicted Burkina Faso to finish just behind Algeria in this group D. So yeah, Algeria are now top, but only 1 point. Burkina Faso play Mauritania in a few hours. In a few hours, being tomorrow, and Algeria's next game is Burkina Faso, and then Angola play Mauritania next. But what an entertaining game! This was one of, to be honest, like that first half, the way Algeria played, I would have easily said these guys are tournament favorites. But I think you have seen again, and in previous predictions that we've done, we've watched all the games so far. The heat is a factor. In the beginning, it was a bit of rain, so it cooled down a bit. So you could tell like the weather was nice. But I think once the rain stopped, the humidity kind of picked up, and that is taking a toll on a lot of players at AFCON. A lot of cramps, a lot of muscular injuries or muscular just pain, right? And coaching is mattering at this point. The moment at which you make subs is really mattering. You saw in the last game that we watched, the Guinea coach, when they were playing Cameroon, ended up just changing his entire right side because he was like, I don't think they can handle the heat, and they're handling the pressure that Cameroon are building up on them, especially being down to 10 men. So yeah, coaching matters. People who can actually coach matter in this AFCON, and I'm getting excited. Already, there's some teams that already have to win, right? Like Algeria has to win their next game. Ghana must win their next game, even though they're playing Egypt. Who else? Nigeria have to win the next game, and the next game is a big one because I think they're playing Ivory Coast, right? So already everyone is under pressure. Tournament football, this is how it works. Yo! AFCON Day 3 is a wrap. See you tomorrow for Day 4, where we finish up with the other game of Group D and we get into Group E.